No, his dad wasn't like that at all. Good morning, Northern Michigan. Welcome to Friday Face-Off here on Up North Sports Radio 101.1 WGRY, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. Jerry Coyne, Rich Calkins, and Gordon Miller, Miller Lending, joining us here today. And, Rich, in some ways, I'm kind of upset that we now have 97.1 the ticket here because it influences my thoughts on sports more than I like.
But they're just like us. They don't know anything different, do they? I don't know.
Well, no, it's all opinions.
Sure.
It's just all opinions.
We know what everyone says about them.
Everybody says about an opinion. But especially the angst coming out of Valenti's show about, Scooball and the Tigers can't make the playoffs and everything else. Shove it up your ass. The Tigers are going to make the playoffs. Just because they're going to beat all these teams that suck. They almost lost last night. They
sure
got a
did.
Miracle 3-run homer
by Outman.
But I mean,
what a quandary now when Javi comes back.
Okay, so the Red Sox had a 15-game winning streak.
Right.
Okay. They did sweep the Yankees and the Rays in that streak, okay? But the rest of the teams that they beat were garbage. There's a ton of garbage baseball teams in the American League. You got to play who you got to play, right?
That's exactly right.
We swept the Rays, too. So the Rays just weren't very good.
Well, or not
at the
it's
time.
not when
at
you,
that
it's
time.
when you play, it's when you play.
When you play them, yep.
And
where was Bobby Witt last night?
He's on IL, the 30-day DL.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, what a difference that makes.
I didn't know what. I knew he was going to miss the series, but I didn't know why.
I don't know what the injury
Okay.
is.
Boy.
Or it might. Excuse me. I think it's the 15-day.
Okay.
Pardon me. So.
I'll take a 4-day, just not this weekend, and I'm happy. He's a pain in the ass.
Well, Ramirez is back, and we got to play the.
Oh boy! Just in time. Just in time.
Did we never played the Indians while he went on the 30
No.
days. We haven't played the Indians in over 30 days. So.
Right, there was a big break after that last series. So
Yeah,
we were going to wait
it
a
was.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. It's like that injury was just perfect timing for him, and just to not play the Tigers during that time.
Although I will say I got a kick out of the Guardians' loss yesterday during the day. I think they had 0 for 17 or 18 with runners in scoring position.
Sounds like the Tigers.
Wow, that's
I mean, literally it was 0 for 15 going into the 12th. They were talking about how they should walk this guy now to get to Ramirez because he just came back. And I'm thinking, are you nuts?
Yeah. Let's walk Ruth to get to Garrett.
Let's go ahead and do it. So they didn't have the option because the previous hitter did end up. They pitched to him. He got out. So Ramirez starts with the runner on second in the next inning, and they walked him. They put him on, which was amazing because the broadcaster had just finished saying that he was probably going to be terrible coming back. So
he went 2 for 4. 2 for 5.
And they said you should pitch to him in the bottom of the 11th instead of this is the that's the Cleveland broadcast team. That was interesting. Yeah, but of course he's back. But they still
Are you
have
scoreboard
trouble.
watching already, Gordon? It looks like it.
No, there was nothing going on yesterday. There was like 4 major league games. There wasn't even a WNBA game. There was no soccer.
Well, it's the big
but it is
break.
All-Star weekend.
Yeah,
it is. I do they have? Is there any mixed martial arts in this?
There's a lot of finger pointing.
Yeah, there is.
She might be the best finger pointer I've ever seen. I think
she's got lovely fingers.
Yes, long, lovely fingers. Yes, she does. But yeah, that's
staying with baseball.
Okay, all right.
The trade Scooball, not trade. I mean, this is the biggest soap opera that I can remember in Detroit sports in quite some time, Rich.
Oh, no question about it. And they're going back and every word now that Scooball says, saying about, I felt a little something in that elbow in the off season. But he just wasn't sure what it was, at that point. And
well, if it's in your pitching arm, I think it's
He said
like-
going into collecting. He said
Oh.
collective bargaining. I've got to.
Donation for the,
Yeah.
the mayonnaise. Oh,
Whoops! Yeah. Oh no.
yeah.
Well, this might affect my.
my livelihood.
Yeah. So I'm gonna maybe keep this under wraps for a bit, and
I mean, I think the key to all this really is what will be offered, because I mean, you're not going to give them away for a non-major league, roster addition. So, does
Is
there
Scott Harris
can there
sitting
be a
in
bidding
his
war?
desk waiting for the phone to ring?
I don't think he's capable.
I mean, that's a lot of people are saying that. I mean, with the the moves that they made, or whatever moves you want to call the moves that were made at the trade deadline last year to help a team that
Chris
how many
Paddock's still out there?
right-handed bats did we get last year?
oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Chris Paddock's still there, right?
Yeah.
Jahmai Jones got picked up right away. Boston
Did he?
took it. Yeah, Boston rostered him.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Well,
did.
good
Yep.
luck with that.
Yep.
Has he made it to the plate yet for them?
I have not noticed that part yet.
Okay.
I'm just
Well, I mean, is that when Jones got there? Is that when the streak immediately ended?
it was the day after. It was the day after.
I'm just curious,
Yeah, no,
Right.
He brought that touch to the team, but I spent all this time with Dombrowski when he was here, right? And Dave never hesitated to make any moves.
No, not at all.
He didn't care about prospects. We look back now at the prospects
Oh.
that were top 5, half of which are now out of the organization.
Oh God, yes.
At least, and I just don't understand it. And when you see the way that Lee is hitting now, to me, I might try Anderson as well, because if you had another guy that would come up and make that kind of contribution to the lineup and be able to contribute, what is
Well,
Max Anderson? deal?
McGonical's success might be a detriment to the Tigers, because they go, well, is Clark is going to be as good as McGonical, and Brasino is going to be as good as Dingler, and so.
Lorenzo, the key of the Dodger trade for Flaherty. Yes, they run Lorenzo. He's still getting.
What happened to Trey Sweeney?
He's been hurt. He had surgery prior to the year on his shoulder.
Okay.
But yeah,
And Parker Metters, is he alive?
Haven't-
Is he in the witness protection program?
I think so.
I think he's got. I don't understand.
I've heard nothing
It would be-
about him. Nothing.
No.
It would be so hard to be the Meadows parents.
Par-
right now.
oh, I
My
know.
God,
Two
you already
kids
You
that-
already went through one, and now you got this going on. You shit. Yeah. And they were both great baseball players. It's just, when we got when we got Austin Meadows, I thought, oh my God.
Good
I
move.
know. I
Great
thought that-
move.
yes,
How
absolutely.
did Tampa Bay know that this was going to, completely fall apart? What Candelaria for what? Wasn't that the trade?
That was because he went to the Cubs. I'm trying to.
Was it Paredes, Isak Paredes, or
That
no?
was that was earlier as well.
Was
But
it? Okay.
It's wild to watch.
Yeah, I mean, injuries. I tell this story all the time. In the 3 years that I was at Brother Rice, when we won the state championship in football in '75, we had 64 kids in 3 years go on major college scholarships, D1 college scholarships, and 2 were playing football their senior year in college. All the other ones were injured. Casey
Dang.
Ryan fell out of the bus. He was the biggest star that we had. First team All-American, linebacker, went to Notre Dame. Never played a down.
Wow.
Blew out his knee twice, driving around on a golf cart at Notre Dame. But they give all the athletes golf carts,
Oh, do they?
yeah, after their surgery.
And that
Okay.
That was even back then in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
and those Brother Rice teams, when I was a little bit younger, when you were a little bit younger, they had, I think, 3 sons playing of former NFL legends.
5.
5 was it?
Yeah,
Tobin
Earl
Hart-
Morrall's kid,
Tobin
Rhodes'
Rhodes.
kid, yeah,
Hart.
yeah,
Leon
Leon
Hart's
Hart,
kid.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it was insane.
Yeah.
No, it was a football factory.
For sure.
Still is a football factory. I mean, we have a little downturn, but it looks like Rice is going to be great again in football. I'm just saying, injuries. I don't think I was ever going to play professional basketball, although I dreamed of it. But injuries are a part of sports.
They are.
I dreamed of being a mortgage guy.
Yeah, and look at that. Dreams do come true, Gordon.
Exactly.
Gordon, what's the
More
prime right
realistic.
now?
Oh, jeez, rates suck right now. We don't even want to talk
Yeah,
about
I
that. They're hell. They're heading near 7.
No, people can't even give away money.
Can't give away money, but
Yeah.
it's fascinating. It's just
I mean, and no matter what it is, you know, like Kurt Gibson decided it would be safer for him to play
baseball.
and he was hurt all the time.
Still injured, yeah, exactly. Even though he was an All-American wide receiver at Michigan
That's
State,
what I mean.
you know, he said,
Taking-
"But man,
taking
I might
top
get
10.
injured in that
No,
sport."
the
but-
Cardinals
Cardinals
drafted
took
him
him
anyways.
top 10. I think the Tigers were the one. Somebody.
No, the Cardinals took him in the 3rd round.
It was-
They thought they didn't waste a 1st-round pick on Kurt Gibson.
He was a great receiver.
He was a very good
And he was a
receiver.
very raw baseball player.
Yeah.
I mean, he just
Yeah.
started playing baseball his junior year at Michigan State. He didn't
He
play
was
his
going to be
first
the
2
next
years.
Mickey Mantle.
Hey, well,
did-
according
he
to
didn't
Sparky,
play.
he was.
How many people did Sparky
Oh,
Anderson
there's-
say was the next Mickey
Mickey
Mantle?
Mantle. Oh
Ken
my God!
Sockowitz.
And it
was
just
my
happened to
favorite.
make the cover of Sports Illustrated. Oh man!
Oh.
The KOD baby, kiss of death.
Yeah.
But I mean, going back to the Skubal thing, I mean, you know, I guess we'll see again tonight. But you know, he's got what 9, 10 starts left, right?
For the year.
For the
For the year, yeah.
And you know,
He's got 2 starts left. This one and one more.
'Cause
before
August
the trade
3rd,
deadline,
yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So
A week from
and he's slated to
Tuesday.
pitch against the Orioles.
and the only bad thing is I think the Royals are the one team that does well against Skubal. I'd have to look at his career record, but there is one team in the division. I think it's Kansas City. But you know, if he has I just don't get it, because if for Skubal to come out yesterday
you don't
again
get
and say,
what?
well, I don't get why Skubal has to come out to the fan base and say, oh, I really want to be here through the end of the year. We have a shot to win the World Series. However, my agent and I are not going to talk to Detroit or come back, but we really want to be here. But just stop it. Just
I mean,
stop.
He's not doing himself any favors, and you know.
He's trying to win the fan base over or
why
something.
Would why would you tell people like, oh, you know, kind of had a thing with my elbow. I thought I'd pitch through it.
Right, he should have never said that.
And what were you? They were what 6-21 without him.
Imagine what that arbitration hearing would have been like.
No,
yeah.
That's
And that was the reason why he didn't say
and,
anything.
and you're talking about you know, like if the Tigers trade him or whatever happens, they could sue him. They certainly could sue him for
Non-disclosure.
Non-disclosure, right? So. It's just
Which would be right up there with Barry.
It just
and
gets
Papa
messier
and-
and messier.
Oh, it
Larkin
does.
now. We got
No, why don't-
Larkin. We can have
Oh,
Larkin.
God, yeah.
Let's turn this. Let's go ahead.
Hopefully, he tells us that he's sleeping. You know, he had a short affair with Chris Ilitch. That's why Ilitch got divorced. Because Skubal was, you know, and he,
While his wife was pregnant. Oh, come on. That's low for you, Jerry. That's
I'm just, you know what? At this stage of the game,
That
would
was
that
that-
surprise you?
that was Zach Short, by the way, because when they kept bringing him back, it was a whole closed door
Okay.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, right. It wasn't
Hopefully,
Skubal.
hopefully somebody quotes us in an ESPN
I hope, yeah.
story.
97.1's going to run with this today.
Details out of Grayling, Michigan.
Yeah. One of our broadcast partners there mentioned this.
We're going
hot,
viral.
Hot off the presses.
We're going viral.
Eric Skubal
The mortgage guy did it.
and Felicia Ilitch had an affair. Whatever her name was, I don't know. But,
Yeah, bad name. Bad name to choose, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, part of this is like, do you ever want to deal with a Scott Boras client ever again? You know, and this is it's quite like the Tigers bailed Boras out on the Pudge Rodriguez.
Oh, exactly.
He was
Mr.
going nowhere.
Mr. I did a ton of favors for Scott Boras. With the Prince Fielder thing, all of that. There's numerous times where Mr. Ilitch did a solid to him.
Just said, is that true, JC?
Yes, it is.
It is, Mike.
It is. Run with it. Quote us. Quote him. Quote him. Breaking news. Breaking news from the Ilitch organization.
So, you know, who doesn't love a good pennant race? I mean, you know, when the Tigers, and 2 years ago, when they came out of nowhere and, you know, and had to win the last, 3 out of the 4 games to make it in the playoffs, I mean, that was dynamite. It reminded me of the reason why they added the wild cards to begin with. Remember that race that happened, and there was 5 teams involved for one spot, and I mean, it was just tremendous baseball.
It made baseball a lot more exciting right to the bitter end there.
And
Yes.
single elimination was a hell of a format too. I mean, you play the whole year, you make it into the playoffs, a wild card, you get one game and you're done. That's where, if that format still existed, that's where Scooble's value would have come in.
Well,
Because I mean,
but you still got to you got to win 2 out of 3. I mean, it's the same
Now-
thing.
now you do.
And Scooble
Now,
won
yeah,
now
now.
you do. Back then
I
it
was
was a
saying, but
single.
Scooble won that game in Houston, game 1, and put the Tigers up. You know, to advance. If Scooble doesn't pitch that game, everybody talks about like only going 6 innings against the Mariners.
The
okay?
Mariners, yeah.
How great did Scooble pitch in that first game down in Houston? He went like 8 innings, gave up 1 run, struck out 9. I mean, it was just a great pitching performance, and the Tigers. Then it gives you the leg up. Winning the
Right.
first game in a 3-game series is critical.
well,
Yeah.
now for that matter, you've got Troy Milton.
Well,
mean,
that's
Well, but you also lost Jack Flaherty now with forearm tightness on the.
Which is okay.
Is he saying he's okay with?
Well, no,
Okay.
I think he's missing 1 start. They can afford to have him miss a start.
Right.
The thing is Valdez going to bounce back? This
Oh,
year?
like
Jesus.
Exxon Valdez that last time.
As good as he was the game before.
Oh,
It's as
he's
bad as-
such an emotional pitcher. He
It's
like,
like every negative situation.
Oh,
he gets
it just
into,
blows up.
He is done.
That's the way Max Scherzer was until he learned
for
how to
sure.
screw his head on straight.
right, yeah.
Oh my God, you can't think about the prior 5 pitches when you're going to the next
Yeah.
pitch.
I just no.
Everything blows
you
up.
can
with
just
Valdez.
see the steam coming out of his ears on the mound.
Well,
He just
He's
like
pitched in rain twice. It affected him. He pitched in Wrigley Field. That affected him. He pitched against the Astros. That affected him.
How do you say prima donna in?
He's the
Yeah.
highest paid lefty in baseball.
I know.
That's so sick.
And people are saying like,
Who
you know,
are
like
we
this
competing
was
with?
a topic on 97.1 The Tipic. Like, was this? Scott Harris doesn't know how to sign free agents. He was when they signed him.
everybody.
like,
And Tigers to the World Series now, and then now they're turning around and go, oh, Scott Harris, horrible
But he
sign.
doesn't even know what he's doing.
How many times did Bregman strike out that series? That was.
Oh,
that was
I
great
did.
to
Did you
wasn't
see
it?
how low in the
That was
lineup?
great to
He's
see.
so low in the lineup, and he's still horrible.
Yeah.
They
I
might
mean-
trade him for Torque. I mean,
Yeah.
that could be.
Well,
the
I
next
think their
I
averages
wouldn't
are about the
trade
same.
him for Torkelson. Are you
Not right.
kidding me?
Hey, Torkelson at least hits a home run.
And everybody's been like, "Oh, there was a right-handed bat. Why didn't we get Alex?" Well, see, like I told you guys this a month ago. Like, aren't we glad? Everyone's like, "Oh, we need a right-handed bat. We should." Bregman sucks. The called strike.
That fan base is going
Yeah,
to
we
him.
dodged
It's
a
just
bullet
they're
there
gonna
for
kill
sure,
him. That fan
because-
base will kill him. It just has the appearance that I finally got.
He
I'm
bailed
in a settled.
Valdez out of that.
I'm in a settled contract.
I mean, he lost that game by not just keeping his bat on his shoulders against Kenley Jansen. I mean, did Jansen throw him a strike?
I don't know.
I think he threw 1 strike.
The game, the game speeds along the whole time. Then Kenley Jansen comes, and it just seems like everything goes in slow motion now. It's like he takes every second on the pitch clock.
I was
and
just
it's
gonna
so
say, he does
oh,
drain
it's
that
just
clock.
like, are you gonna get it? Are you gonna get in trouble? Get the pitch off. Let's go, Jansen.
a few years back, I saw Mike Clevenger start this, and as a pitcher, I've never seen this prior to. But now all these pitchers do this rocking. They just
Oh,
rock.
yes.
They rock, and I'm thinking that's got to be a partial balk because
Exactly.
you're basically going back like you're going to go, but you just get to rock. You can rock all you want.
You
It's
can
been
rock if you want. You can rock if you roll.
exactly. Cue the music, Jared. Come on, we got to have that song here. We're Stray Cats. Let's go.
Right. I interviewed Slim Jim Phantom. You can go to the Q1 Under Michigan under the podcast tab and listen to that 20-minute conversation. It's actually pretty funny.
I bet 97.1 never interviewed you.
I bet you 97.1 never interviewed.
They don't
Slim
have
Jim.
that
No?
in
No.
their bank.
I don't know what Valenti knows about rock and roll.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you it's not as much as I do. There you go. There's a talking point.
There you
Who
go,
knows
exactly.
more about Led Zeppelin than
I'm taking on.
This is going to be the 2
challenge.
o'clock hour on 97.1. So, Valenti's going on the air. He's going to say, I've been challenged.
Yeah,
This guy had a Grayling.
I'm taking it on.
that coin son of a bitch. I don't even know.
There is another Brother Ice guy. It's just, they're all the same. They're just all the same. It's going to be an interesting week and a half because I mean you got Kansas City and everybody's assuming they're going to sweep Kansas City.
Well,
every game with Kansas City is a one-run game, no matter what.
What would the talk be today if they had lost the game today?
Oh yeah.
Trade everybody.
Yeah.
Trade everybody.
Trade everybody.
Trade
Yeah.
Mize.
This was Randy Dobnik, who got signed out of the Utica Semi-Pro League by the Twins a few years back. The only, I think, professional player from Utica, from old Jimmy Johns Field, and he's been on like 19 teams. Tigers traded. He was part of the Paddock deal. We traded for him in 24
Oh,
or
seriously?
5, whatever it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah, we had Randy Dobnik, and then we didn't offer him a contract, and he blows us away
Valenti said
last
he's
night.
going to be back at Bell Tire next week.
Bell Tire.
Yeah.
All right, well that's close.
Yeah. The
Bell Tire in Traverse City.
Probably.
the biggest problem is the fact that you can't win for losing. I mean, this is like the whole.
is.
That's where this sentence comes from, right? Can't win for losing. Tigers sweep the Royals. Well, you should have swept the Royals. Tigers lose a game to the Royals, and everything's over.
yeah.
You know, fire Hinch. Fire.
We're
Sell the team. Can Dan Gilbert buy the Tigers tomorrow? Please.
Oh my God!
Don't you
It's-
have that
this
money? You're in the
this
mortgage
division.
business. Can't you buy the Tigers?
If I had just gone national like Dan did back in the '90s, I would have.
Well, if.
I would have.
Okay.
If I had been Ishbia's son, I would have. But instead it was Matt.
That's the story right there. I don't think people want to hear it on the radio, but I'll tell it to you in a little bit about Matt Ishbia and his dad. We've got some messages from our very fine partners here on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Face-Off, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. It's time for Destination MLB. Autumn McLaren from TVC Airport is joining me on the phone. Autumn, are you there?
Hello, I am here.
Good, good. Thanks for joining us. Tigers in the midst of a big run to try to make the playoffs, and if we want to see them on the road, where can we go from TVC Airport to where?
Yes, so they start their next road trip against the Athletics in Sacramento. And when you and I talked last week, Jerry, it was only $384 round trip.
Yeah.
That has now jumped to about $650.
Well, Kevin and I have been talking about this for over a year, Autumn. Buy early or this kind of stuff will happen.
Yes, it will. And so that price last week was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I just kept watching that, and then all of a sudden it just jumped. So, but it's still, $650 round trip out to Sacramento. You can make a great trip out of that.
There's no doubt about it. Like I said, there's a lot of places to get to in beautiful Northern California from Sacramento. Include a game to see the Tigers at that ballpark, and then go to Napa, go to Tahoe, go to San Francisco.
Completely.
Yep.
Yeah, and then after Sacramento, they head on to Seattle, and that has also jumped. When we spoke last week, that was $513 round trip. Now it's $805 round trip.
Well, yeah, and some of that's not a surprise, as the jet fuel prices are continuing to climb.
Yeah, certainly. And so that's why it's so important, like you said, even just keep looking ahead to the end of summer and into fall and even spring break travel. If you're thinking about spring break travel right now, now is the time to capture those airfare prices.
Or buying your Christmas airfare if you're going to, go to visit family.
Yeah, totally. And like we've talked about too, when the Lions play in Munich, Germany in November. So just since last week when you and I talked, that was about $840.
Right.
That's now about $899. So that's inching up as well. So get that before it continues to climb.
100%. You can jump online, take a look. You can buy those tickets for that football game in Frankfurt now online. Get your airfare, and have a great trip.
I know, so much fun to be had still, and we're just continuing to watch those Tigers prices too. After Sun Country, after they head to Seattle with Sun Country, that was the most affordable.
Was it? That was a Sun
$805.
Country flight. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah.
So the Sun Country has great connectivity through Minneapolis. We have that nonstop with Sun Country to Minneapolis, and you can get to great places: San Francisco, L.A., Las Vegas, and very affordable costs as well. Yeah,
and you can still fly to Boston nonstop through 3 different carriers, and they still have events going on for America 250, even though the 4th of July is over. Historic Boston, historic Philadelphia, historic Washington, D.C. You can check those calendar of events. Lots happening still.
Yeah, those events are happening all year. And so, yes, all those nonstop routes that we have to those great cities, and so many Americana events still happening throughout the summer and into the fall, really. So definitely check those prices out. Like you said, we have Philadelphia, we have D.C., we have 3 air carriers servicing Boston, and JetBlue goes well into the fall. So you can catch some great events happening into the fall out in Boston.
And where do they find those fares, Autumn?
Go to tvcairport.com.
Thank you, dear. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we go. Want to get Pennant Fever on the road through tvcairport.com. We had Keith Gave in last week, Rich, about the Steve Yzerman debacle. It is a debacle.
It sure is.
And I have not heard one name. Have you, Gordon? I mean, Gordon texts me every once in a while. What did Gabe say? Who's replacing him? I don't think
it's bizarre.
It looks like they're not going to have a general manager.
Right. It's just like under the Yzerman regime. Nothing comes out. No words. Hard to be an insider when you cover the Red Wings right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
What did you think about the Kane contract?
Oh yeah,
$8 million a year for
2 years. So they got $16 million to go back to Chicago.
I have.
That's like a Pudge Rodriguez deal. Like, you had to overpay to get him to come back to Chicago.
For sure.
Because he knew he had no shot of a playoff again. I mean, they're not going to win a cup.
What did they? And they rewrote Bedard's contract.
Right.
An 8-year deal at, what was it, $12 million per?
Is that what? Yeah.
And Robertson from Dallas still sitting out there wanting 16, 17.
I thought he signed a 1-year deal. Didn't?
I don't know.
They were talking about it yesterday. I thought Robertson signed a contract because he's like, no, I'm not going to Detroit, and so he signed it.
Just a 1-year deal with Dallas to
like that,
stick around.
It's a loner
Yeah.
deal. Well, what they probably did was they signed him saying, we need Detroit to hire a GM. Can you just sign this for right now? Because we're trying to work something out, but we don't know who to talk to. It's kind of like the Iranian situation. You could compare the Red Wings to that. Does Valenti want to use that one this afternoon? He can take it. But who's the negotiator? Who are you dealing with? It's bizarre.
Good question, for sure. It's just right now the Red Wings are just they're a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know a plan. I have gotten barraged with emails about 10-game plans and weekend packages and all this. It's like, are you crazy?
Why would you?
I mean, yeah.
Why?
It's got to impact season ticket sales.
Yes.
Like something I never heard of.
If you're a long-time season ticket holder, I'm walking. I mean, there's a point where I've just had it. It's like you're taking my money every how many years in a row?
For sure.
You're doing it for playoff seats. So what you end up doing is what happened in Carolina. Carolina missed the playoffs for this long down there as well. So they had 4,000 or 5,000 people at a game. Then they go ahead and they make the run. It's like, oh, geez, wow, they're
Better
really
jump
good.
in now.
Yeah.
And then I would jump in with like 4 weeks to go in the season.
What do you mean? That's exactly what I did with the Lions.
You're guaranteed
Yeah.
tickets
That's
all the way through
No,
the
I-
Stanley Cup final. It's like, okay,
You know,
I'm in.
when they lost that game in Green Bay, but the team looked really good.
Yeah.
And I kind of had an inkling that we wouldn't get Lions tickets from the ticket anymore, because I get tickets because we do all the sports. I can get Piston tickets, Tiger tickets, and Red Wing tickets pretty much whenever I want. And we got a couple of games every year from the Lions, and I called my contact, who I've known forever since Cheryl was working down there,
Right.
Tom Milliken, and I said, "Hey, Tom, what are the chances that we're gonna get Tiger Lions tickets this year?" And he goes, "None."
None.
And so
Going to sponsors.
So
Right.
and I went online, and they already the prices for the Thanksgiving game were already like it's $750.
Face value for my tickets for Thanksgiving, $700.
Yeah,
$700.
right. So, anyways, Joe had a friend that was working that he played football with at K College, and I reached out to him and I said, "What's the cheapest I can get into Ford Field for the season?" And he said $1,200 for 2 tickets, and I'm like, "Okay, I don't care where they are. I just bought them."
Right.
And it has worked out fabulously. And those tickets have gone up some, but these are in the nose. I mean, literally, I think you can read. I haven't been into the seats. No, I package them up.
Right,
or
you can
advertise
use them right.
But I think you can put your hand on the
back.
outside wall.
Well, right.
That's the way it was for the
Bob
Duke
Euchre is
Michigan
sitting
State
one
game.
row
Yes.
back from
Right.
you.
I'm definitely
Well,
not in the front
He
row.
would be if he could, but the wall was there. I got put there for the Michigan State Duke game at East Lansing, and I was going all those rows down to the bathroom or that wall. It was so tempting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
It's
hear
like,
you.
it's like that's a long way down. and
Whatever
it's
do
very
you
steep.
mean, Gordon?
Very, very steep.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, dumpster fire is you never would have. I mean, just can you imagine?
I thought-
This is a team where people stop paying attention to the Wings until the second round of the playoffs,
Right.
Because it was just assumed.
We got spoiled big
Yeah,
time.
I mean, and here we are. Mike Ilitch has got to be rolling over in his grave.
It's-
Chris, what is your problem? Is this all Chris Ilitch's problem? Part of me thinks yes.
It's
He
kind
doesn't.
of
He doesn't want these squad. You know,
Yeah.
the whole thing, and you should know this way better than I do, is that as soon as Marion passes away, everything is for sale.
Oh, is that right?
That's
It's
the story. They don't want the wing. They don't want any of it anymore.
Okay.
It just because of this, and you can understand why. You've got
Sure.
one of the most emotional fan bases in the world,
Right.
And all. I mean, both teams make money. I mean, I don't know if the Wings. It doesn't look like the Red Wings are going to make money.
But the franchise values, that's what
Yeah.
the joke is. I mean,
Exactly.
God, I mean, Goris paid what for the Pistons?
Right.
And they're going for
Everything's in the billions
Everything
now.
is in
Everything.
the billions now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, that was. Goris just got lucky. I mean, that's.
Sure.
Davidson was desperate, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that was the
yeah,
300. It was less than $400 million.
that's what I thought.
I mean,
Yeah.
and the last NBA franchise sale before that was like 640, and Gore's got it for that. It wasn't Davidson. His widow.
Well, as
sold
I
it.
said, Karen Davidson.
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah. She just wanted out. Again, it goes back to Denise's divorce. If you could go back in time and the team gets handed down to Denise instead of Chris, I think everything is different.
Right.
Everything is different. Not to mention that it probably would have kept Jim Lights there, and that would have taken over. And look at Dallas, and look at us.
Yeah. No,
It's a total mess.
It is a mess, and thank God for AJ Hinch.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, I think AJ Hinch has probably saved Scott Harris's job.
Yeah.
So
It's although it's still to be determined, right? I mean, they could lose the next 4, and then everybody's going to say sell and fire Hinch. And
well, I don't know. I don't think
that bullpen usage last night was fascinating. By the way, Drew Anderson is still being used in key situations. Why?
It worked out this year. I mean,
God.
it actually worked out a couple days ago too. Anderson pitched pretty good.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't last night, but it's
No, but the last time his last
Before that.
appearance, he pitched really good.
after he's had control issues, but that they need to do. So if they really want to think that they're going to contend and they're going to keep Skubal, then you're going to have to acquire another bullpen.
Well, they
arm.
can't. That
You'd
was the
have to
whole
get a
story.
bullpen arm.
If they keep Skubal, and you're like, okay, so you got to buy. Okay, you got to get a bat and another arm.
Right.
So that with keeping Skubal and getting some competent players, a couple of competent players, puts them over the payroll threshold, and they got to pay the tax.
So that means in a trade for someone like that, then you would have to move payroll. You'd have to move.
If you don't care about paying the tax, then go ahead. I mean, the Tigers are still. I mean, there was 35,000 people in the ballpark yesterday. Their attendance is good.
Right.
I mean, they're going to make.
Yeah.
The Tigers make a lot of money when you get 3 million people into that ballpark.
That's what I never understood about the plan after the old man passed.
That's
because
right.
You took attendance down to 1.1 million, and you cut pay. That was your idea.
Yeah,
I'm going to cut 200 million.
I'm
going
going to streamline the fan base. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to drop 2 million fans.
That's a good business plan.
I'm going to drop the fans, the concessions.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop everything. The jersey sales, all of it. We're going to be
You
horrible.
people get out of here.
We will be back to the
I'm
audio.
going to save money.
We will be back to the audio version of Econ 101 here on Up North Sports Radio, brought to us by
Please.
TVCAirport.com.
God, I was.
I'd like to turn on my microphone.
Right,
Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Gordon.
Go ahead. Let's do it.
Uh,
It's only live radio.
It's only live radio, and nobody's listening. So,
That's
if you're
a plus.
listening, say hi to us here
Yeah.
on
Text-
North Sports
text JC.
Radio.
Text
Friday
JC.
Face-Off, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. Jerry Cohen, Rich Calkins, and Gordon. I don't have any Gossip Miller
No,
joining
none.
us here.
None.
None at all.
When did the Lions camp open up, Rich?
Tomorrow.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I knew Rich Calkins would know.
Tomorrow.
Sam Laporta cleared completely.
Yes, 100%.
I got boxed out of all the training camp dates. You talked about.
You have season tickets for the Detroit Lions?
I've had them. When I came back.
Where are your seats?
45-yard line, row 13.
Okay.
On the visitor side.
All right.
Okay. Pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's fun with
Let me know when you're taking me to a game.
with the opposing crowd. It's fun, because you're seeing everything. So like Stafford to get banged up, you're looking at him on the bench in agony, taking pictures. It's like so cool. And it's like, Kelly, you really signed up for this?
We don't have the Rams this year, do we?
Geez, I thought that
God,
was
that'd be
annual
like
game.
the first time in a long
Yeah.
time. I mean, we play
have
them every
Tampa.
year.
We have Tampa again.
Well,
Okay.
We
The-
do have
the
a
annual.
very, I think it's the fourth ranked easiest
Easiest
schedule
schedule.
in the NFL. Something
Much
like that.
easier than last year's.
Yeah, it is much easier than last year, and we'll see how much that affects the Bears, the Patriots,
Right.
and the
Jacksonville.
Lions. Yeah, there's how a lot of teams made the playoffs that wouldn't have made
Wouldn't
the
have.
playoff. The Patriots talk about a blessed year. Bo Nix blowing out his ankle the second to last play of the game.
The way
Yeah.
the Bears won 5 games in the last minute and a half was against
Yeah,
bad,
but the Lions
bad
did
teams.
that. When they got to the playoffs 2 years ago, when they made it all the way to San Francisco, right? They won every game that they played in a one-score game. They won every one of them. You can't live like that. And
Yeah.
and that it came back to bite them last year, right? They lost every.
It
game.
seems to all balance out eventually.
That's the way the nature of the sport.
The funny thing about social media is I like to engage Bear fans with an anonymous account so that they don't stalk me and come after me or anything. But
Do you sell mortgages in Illinois?
not yet, no.
And you won't for a while.
Probably not. Hey, but we are doing Ohio now. That was a much bigger step.
That's the
for me.
Gordon Miller burner phone.
Oh my God! But
Go Buckeyes!
but
Yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, they gave me a pair of tickets to the game. It's going to be great. It'll be posted. But the thing about Bear fans that was funny is they're talking about,
Hi, I'm Ryan
last
Day,
year-
and I got my mortgage from Miller Lending.
That's Signetti, wrong coach. But for Bear fans to be talking about, we won the division and we had the second hardest schedule in the NFL last year, and I said that's because of the Lions record, the Packers record, and the Vikings record. Take the division out, you played nobody. And then it would go to crickets, and then I'd block them so I wouldn't be bothered again.
There you go.
But Bear fans have something coming to them this year. I think they're going to have a little bit of
Well, we'll see.
reality check.
It's going to be a lot like the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears. Can they block anybody? And
Right.
can they put any heat on the passer?
Defense.
I mean, that was
Sure.
the problem with
Sure.
the Lions last year. They couldn't run the football like they normally do. You can make Ben Johnson look like a genius when you can run it for 8 yards on third down when everybody is thinking pass.
Exactly.
Which tells you that they've got the same issue we had the year before when Ragnow retired. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Bears ran up the middle a lot behind.
Yeah, Dave Dahlman was
behind Dahlman. Dahlman's done.
Yeah.
Dahlman left.
Yeah.
So, and they didn't really do a lot to address it. They have the same interior problems every year.
No,
and
what they sent? They sent a free agent center from where?
New England.
Right. Yeah.
Bradbury, who had the third, he was ranked right ahead of Graham Glasgow.
Wow.
It was close.
Ooh.
It was close.
What did Graham Glasgow ever do to you, Gordon Miller?
Well, he had a
Didn't buy a mortgage.
Yeah, obviously.
You don't buy a mortgage, you're on the bad side of Gordon Miller, and you don't want to be on.
He
the bad
was
side of Gordon
solid
Miller.
at one point, but then last year
he
was not
solid
good
for a while.
Not
but-
good for
yeah,
Glasgow.
the center position suffered a little bit. So we haven't heard anything about Aaron Donald yet coming back. I thought that was done.
No, I've heard a lot about it. He's in camp. He is working out at Rams camp. They
Is
had
he?
video, they had video
I knew
of
he
him
was
doing-
working out. I wasn't
No, they
sure
had
it was
video
that
of him doing
camp.
football drills.
Okay.
So I'm just,
Just a matter of time.
I mean, yeah.
He-
He's going to, I guess he's got to figure out if he wants to do it or not.
right.
Okay? So,
Commit for the entire season like that. Yeah.
all these
That's
people
big.
have these highfalutin ideas like, he don't even have to play until the second half of the season.
Like
Well,
Ragnow. Ragnow wanted to come in Thanksgiving game.
Well, he did until he realized that he couldn't
had no-
walk.
had
Yeah,
just had
exactly.
no meat on the
Oh,
bone.
that's right. That is a
I feel this little
prerequisite.
thing in my elbow.
I ignored it.
My hamstring's tight. No, you don't
You know-
have a hamstring.
I went to bend
Wait, what?
over to like I was going to snap the ball, and
Oh, so-
and my knee collapsed.
Right.
What happened?
It's just another day.
Yeah, just another day.
Maybe the NFL just goes to the, like the flag football stuff where you just stand to the side and you just pitch it back. Because
No, I don't think so. The NFL might make a lot of changes, like playing in Australia, moving the entire league to Australia.
Yeah.
But
Australian rules football.
yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
I love Australian rules football. It's
Bring it. Let's-
fantastic to watch.
It is.
I'm surprised. It's really funny. I know this is way off on a tangent, but like the NFL's trying to spread the game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So we want to get
Worldwide,
more
baby.
Europeans to watch and get more Australians to watch and everything else. How come Australian rules football didn't try that on the other end? Let's get some teams in the United States because it is a great game to watch.
I mean, it's,
It is highly entertaining.
It really is. I love the umpires. They do that.
Oh, yeah.
It's way more fun than watching the NFL.
I'm surprised cricket never took off over
No,
here.
that I'm not surprised. I'm just telling you, Australian rules football is violent.
Yeah, because you have violence, and it's just guys aren't
there's
wearing
blood.
pads.
You
There's
see
just
a lot more
Oh
blood
yes,
in
yeah.
Australian rules football than you do in the NFL. And don't people really want blood? Isn't that the
That's
blood
what hockey.
sport?
That's
Sure.
what hockey is.
But
Yeah, okay.
True gladiator sports.
Yeah. So that's kind of been surprising to me, and it's also another surprise is that stars of Australian rules football don't end up in the NFL more because there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, just ponder this.
Yeah.
I'm pondering.
Okay.
All right. What are we pondering?
We're
Are we going to bring Australian rules football over here? We're
no,
going to start
I'm
with a
saying I'm
Traverse City
surprised it
team.
has.
Right.
I think that ship has sailed because the NFL is now going to run in Australia, right?
Right.
How do you put that game in Australia to start the season? I mean, it is just
24
unconscionable.
24-hour flight.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but it's the Niners and the Seahawks.
Oh, so
I mean,
it's much
huge
closer from the
game.
West Coast then, isn't it? Maybe 23 hours?
No, it's just the biggest game of the year. In the first game of the year, a very meaningful divisional football game in Australia.
who loses
and I
the
don't
home
think they
game?
have the week off after the next week.
That's just
But who
wild.
lost the home game? I mean, that's the one thing about this.
Well,
is
the line-
you take a division game,
Yeah, that's right.
and you kill a home field advantage
Yeah.
for a division game
You do.
Yeah.
in a division race.
To have kangaroos jumping around on your
yeah,
field.
and people,
All right.
people,
Rams and
too
Niners.
bad Ryan Clark isn't around
Mexico.
to tell us about it.
Well, he'll get it.
It is too
He
bad.
just won't be on ESPN. It doesn't mean he won't be around.
No. I think Ryan will be just fine.
Yeah, he'll make it.
Yeah.
He'll be okay one day.
Yeah, one day.
One day. Yeah. If he just
That's a
keeps trying.
football player that made more money on TV than he did playing football.
Yeah.
right up there with Pat McAfee, who's made more money in his. God, that's just
For sure.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
I can't.
let's not talk about
They're,
that.
they're laying
I don't
off
watch.
everybody.
I don't watch the show anymore. I really don't.
I
to
don't
me,
watch
it's
it.
evolved into the same thing over and over every day.
It's Barstool.
Yeah.
It's just Barstool against Barstool.
Yeah.
Essentially, but yeah, he's getting what 70-some million a year, and they laid off a bunch of people.
Yeah, but he has to pay everybody in his organization.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure he's getting that. He's got
No,
to
they
pay
give
the.
him $70 million
to distribute to
and
his,
He's got a pretty big organization.
He does. Yeah, there's a lot of guys there working for him.
But ESPN knows what they're doing because ever since he's showed up on College Game Day, their ratings have been, they for a little bit they were getting a little battered around by the Fox show, not anymore. And then so Fox goes ahead and gets what's his name?
Portnoy.
Yeah, Portnoy.
Yeah, they
That's why I said it's like
point and
Barstool
counterpoint.
It's like Barstool against Barstool. We can have the most immature conversation
Portnoy
on
is
which
annoying, man.
He's a dude, isn't
I
he?
mean, that
channel.
guy-
He tries to be annoying.
He is a dude.
He went to U of M, and I don't even like him. Especially since my wife.
You-
goes,
you
he's
can't-
kind of interesting. I go, are you out of your mind? That guy's insane.
I used to find Justin Spiro interesting, and
I
oh my God!
I mean,
don't
he
know.
was even annoying doing pizza. And, and I love the concept, right?
Right.
And then after a couple of times, he's like, yeah, I don't care what you think about the pizza.
I don't care what you think about anything, really.
But let's do that when we come back. Best pizza in Northern Michigan. All that and more here on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Face-Off, brought to us by TVCAirport.com.
I like that topic.
It is fantastic. But the best pizza that I loved the most.
We're back, right?
Yes, we are back live here on Up North Sports Radio's Friday Face-Off, brought to us by TVCAirport.com. Jerry Coyne, Rich Calkins, Gordon Miller, talking pizza. And the best pizza, I dream about it. Whenever I'm in Chicago, I go, it's Vito and Nick's. That's the thin style, the cracker style
Yep.
crust. And they make their own Italian sausage. So the Italian sausage that goes on the pizza covers the entire pizza. It's twice as thick as the crust. It is so good. And you can buy Vito and Nick's frozen, and it ain't bad.
Yeah.
It's not Vito and Nick's, that they made for you by scratch.
But for frozen is pretty dang good.
They only have 2 locations. Now,
Really?
that tells you how good the pizza is. They have 2 locations, and somebody said, you know what, your pizza's so good, we're going to sell it frozen. So,
No, that does say a
And,
lot.
and somebody made the mistake of doing that for Gino's East.
yeah.
Oh, God. We were so excited. We went as a family. We go to Gino's East a number of years back, and we get the pizza to the table, and I'm looking at the crust, and it's yellow. And I'm like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's cornstarch. And I'm like, why is the crust cornstarch? Oh, because that's our thing.
Yeah.
So
Putting cornstarch on
Oh,
it
yeah,
to get the
exactly,
pizza
yeah.
out.
So like 5 minutes later, we're like, could you box it, please? We're full. The appetizers we all fold up. I got out of the door. As soon as I got out of the door, I found a homeless guy. No, I found a homeless guy. I hand the pizza to him. That guy took off racing down the street with that pizza box like I had just given him $100,000.
Well, you did.
Yeah.
But it was. I'm like I wanted to say, but it's cornstarch crust. You might not like it.
I mean,
Right.
I don't like that Pizzeria Uno. They have a couple of locations in Detroit and I've been to
Croissant
the one in
crust.
Chicago and everything else. And
flaky crust.
yeah, it's
Illuminati's
too doughy.
Illuminati's is the one that I have ordered online.
Yeah.
from
There's a
Chicago.
lot of Chicago pizzas outlets that have frozen pizza. Home Run is out of Chicago.
Right.
You can buy all those pizzas from your frozen.
Now you got Buscemi's in the supermarkets, Buddy's in the supermarkets.
Buscemi's.
I was never a big Buscemi's
I
fan.
never was a good.
Sorry.
It's like Jets. Jets pizza is okay, but the sauce is too sweet, if you ask me.
We are losing sponsors right now, aren't we?
No, Jets. You know what? But like I said, Charles and Reed,
Right.
in Traverse City is fantastic pizza.
All right, now give me New York style. Let's do New York style, greasy pepperoni. You get you get grease on your
famous
passenger
original
seat.
Ray's. I mean, is
Oh, I'm not here. I need to know something within a 50-mile radius of
I
here.
don't. Is there anybody making a real good New York style? Like Domino's
That's what
says
I'm
they
asking.
make a New York
Yeah.
style pizza.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's
was Domino's
They,
ever
they
good?
make everything. They make cinnamon rolls now.
Do they really?
Yeah, oh
Good
yeah.
for
They
them.
make mac and cheese. They make chicken.
Is that
tenders.
right? Oh, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not widen the menu when you're not working?
when you're not making
That's another
pizza.
Another key business decision for
Well,
restaurant.
look at
Add items.
hey,
Add.
I give Domino's full credit. They built a concept of delivering pizza to drunken college students.
Oh, my God.
That was the book.
Yep,
business
that
model.
was-
Oh,
we-
jeez.
Domino's was big down at CMU during the
What do you
80s.
mean? It was
yeah.
big at Western. It was
Yeah.
big,
It was
Yeah.
big in East Lansing. It
Yeah.
was big
Sure.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But then other pizzas started to come out, and you realized, oh my God.
Right.
This is garbage.
Yeah. As a college kid, it was great.
So then
you
they
know?
had to change
Popcorn. I
then
like
they had to
Domino's
change
and
the
popcorn.
business model a little bit. Okay, we'll get you that pizza in 15 minutes.
Yes, guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
or it's free.
Yeah.
And you would drive out, find the Domino's guy, and block the road so that it would take longer. You get the free pizza
Right.
every time.
Yeah.
Don't answer the door. It's like, I didn't get my pizza. I don't know. I want a free one.
Yeah.
And then Little Caesars blew out, which is another quality
Pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pizza.
My friend Murray and I literally would every day after school between we had like last mod we didn't have class, so we had to wait for basketball practice every day. We would go up to the Little Caesars at Lasser and Maple.
You had Papa Romano's right at Cranbrook and
Lasser and Maple, which
All
was
right.
the home store for the Illiches, because the Illiches lived just down the road a half a mile. So that pizza, that Little
okay.
Caesars there, the pizza was always fantastic.
Yeah.
Right next to
You'd
Kroger.
carbo load before practice?
We'd
and-
carbo
right-
load, we-
right
we
next
would-
to Kroger's.
We'd get pizza.
Yep.
So it was $4.99. We'd get 2 pizzas, right? And he would eat his pizza, and I would eat my pizza, and then we would dominate the dojo.
Yeah, we Seaholm being so far away from Brother Rice, you can't walk, but within 15 minutes. But yeah, we were Papa Romano's guys, so we would just in between doubleheaders.
That's why we kicked your ass in every sport.
That's what it was.
You guys were eating the wrong pizza. I mean,
Jeez, and Riker never told me anything about the Pizza Edge. Damn it.
were you familiar with the F Troop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Larry. Yeah. What about F Troop?
F Troop, the group of guys from Seaholm that
Oh
used
no,
to terrorize.
I'm at the TV show. I
Oh,
was a
okay.
big
No,
fan of-
yeah,
that
there
was
was
great.
6 guys that used to get in fights all the time, and
What years were that?
75, 76, 70, and then it continued on after I graduated.
I'll have to ask Bill Kendrow about that.
Yeah, I think Kendrell might have been in it.
I know there was a big fight between Troy and Troy Athens
Yeah.
over at the Burger King.
Isn't this-
that happened? That's what we got.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I also have to thanks for reminding me. I got to take this off, so if we go.
Right. A little bit over. Yeah.
But thank you for reminding me.
You're
I'll do that
welcome.
now. We'll still have a couple minutes. We always like to talk about what's happening at Shanty Creek during this radio program. Lindsay Southwell is out playing golf on an absolute picture-perfect day. So, yeah, if you've got time, get on, go to
find
shantycreek.com,
Lindsay.
and you can see what tee times are available right now, whether it's today, tomorrow, Sunday. You have perfect weather ahead. Blue skies, great temps. Cedar River, Hawkeye, The Legend, Shush Mountain, and Summit. Tee times are going fast. Book it on shantycreek.com. Let's, Rich, they mentioned you here.
They did.
Yeah, here's the move. Start your morning with Rich's Breakfast Buffet at the Lakeview. Made-to-order omelets, the whole spread. Fuel up before you tee off. Then Saturday night, come back for Rich's famous prime rib dinner.
Look at that. You got menu items named after you.
I swear to God, I'm going to do this. I swear
that's
to
when you
God,
make it.
I'm going to get a picture of Rich's face made up, like how they have him behind the
Right. Oh, yeah.
And then we're going to put it in the Lakeview Hotel where it just stands over the prime rib buffet line.
I hope they get the customer base in early because once the stomachs will turn.
And don't forget,
Miss Golden Corral.
August 28th, the last weekend of August, Balloons Over Bel Air. It is one of the most amazing spectacles you've ever seen. All this and more available at shantycreek.com. There you go. Thank you, Rich.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Did any of you watch any of the Open Championship?
I did. Yeah, I was watching, let's see, the
He
last.
said that. That didn't sound like he...
I was trying, because I had to go back a whole weekend here.
well, it
I
was
was
last week.
Yes, I spent a lot of time at the sprints for the canoe race the last few days, so my mind is not sharp. But yeah, it was very interesting. I did not. Here's the deal: I didn't get to see the very end of it.
Yeah, it's like playing on the moon when the Open Championship golf courses get that baked out.
Yeah.
Don't forget that we have, it's not as big of an event, the 3M PGA Tour, but we have some great discussions this week on Finding Fairway about the Bryson DeChambeau ruling, and then he gets screwed, and then Scotty Scheffler gets a big advantageous. Rules in golf can be a little fuzzy at best.
Kind of like the World Cup, Argentina, the World Cup, the referees, the fouls. Yeah, it's the same.
That was
Did you watch it?
It's horrendous. You don't know when the game is over. So they go into extra time. To explain this to me. They go into extra time. So isn't this? It's not. But then I realize they score, and I think it's over, right?
Right.
Because it's over. Extra
like-
overtime, right? Doesn't
Nope.
when you score in overtime.
That part wasn't sudden death,
No,
but they
it wasn't.
continued.
It's not sudden death. It's
I
just
know.
extra time. So,
Yeah.
and then Argentina has a chance to come back, even though it's not sudden death. And then what's a yellow card? What's a red card? Guys are diving all over. That sport stinks.
The flopping is out of control.
Fans are so much better than the game
Yes.
itself.
Yep.
That's all I have
It's
to
all,
say
it's all
about
about the fans.
It's
it's all
true.
About the continual singing. It's all about the crazy
and
drunk
Rich,
fans.
chance.
you should have reined me in more. We've got a big race happening.
Something going on tomorrow.
We do, yeah.
Tomorrow
There was
night.
a record sprint time yesterday by Travis Mecklenburg and his Logan Miner
Okay.
So Travis from right here in Grayling and Logan from Texas.
Right.
It's so obviously they were the team that won the big New York General Clinton race.
Right.
Back at Memorial Weekend, and
So they are the favorites
They
to
are
win
the
that?
favorites for sure. But yeah, by 2 seconds they beat the record sprint time.
Wow.
That's pretty good on that.
That's 2
course.
seconds for that sprint course. That is outstanding.
That is.
Did they paddle in the spikes?
They did. They won.
Okay.
They did. Yep,
By-
they won by a few minutes.
Did they?
Yeah, it was. Yep, they were. Which is really weird because Travis Mecklenburg, who won the marathon last year with Weston Willoughby,
Right.
they took third in the Spikes Challenge, and that's what was so surprising in the marathon was that they were first to the water and they never trailed the rest of the way. You don't see that
No, we
from
thought-
the
and
start
and
to.
we thought that last year's field was one of the most wide open competitive fields.
Right, with Wes Dean and Logan Meyer.
Yeah,
And
we thought there was 6 teams that had a real legit shot to win.
For sure.
And it never appeared.
Never did.
No.
They went out in the lead. Mecklenburg
They had like
and
a minute
Willoughby.
and a half at Burton's and never looked
it
back.
never looked back.
Yeah.
It was stunning to all of the professionals, the Jeff Kolkas, everybody that knows the
Yeah.
race deep all the way through, and they were shocked by it.
We will have 3 hours of discussion about the canoe marathon on Q100 Michigan beginning at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Rich, myself, Keith Gave. Gordon is going to lend all his expertise on the canoe marathon.
Take it all in, Gordo.
reading
Take it
tonight.
all
I'm
in.
reading up.
He's going to talk about all the great real estate advantages on being on the
How to
Asaba
finance
River.
a canoe.
Right. Yeah.
How to finance a
But we
canoe.
will have
with
Jeff
all that.
Kolka again.
Excellent.
9 times. I heard this from Jeff Kolka. Okay, so Jeff has won the race 9 times. He was in Pros and Joes with us. I've gotten to know him fairly
Yeah.
well. Rich knows him way better than I do.
Great guy.
He's a great guy. He's a fantastic. And so, unfortunately, on 9 and 10, when I was talking up Pros and Joes a couple weeks ago, I said that he only won 7 times. I didn't say only 7 times. I said 7-time
Right,
winner.
but you shorted him too.
I shorted him too. And I guess like half an hour after my appearance on 9 and 10, he got a phone call from his brother. And his brother was like screaming about me.
Oh,
That son of a bitch! He 7 times! I'm like, oh.
I was just trying to recall it off the top of my head. Look. Yo,
So now I will never forget.
That's right.
that Jeff has won 9 times.
So you're on the air from 6 to 9?
yeah.
We are.
Wow. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
We still play music.
Yeah, we do
we
music,
do
and then
I mean, it's not
allow us to
it's-
mingle a little
It's
bit.
not
and-
3 hours of nonstop canoe talk.
Yeah.
And of course, the highlight is always George Blaha.
For sure.
Will
Oh,
join us,
all right.
and hopefully Paul Woods.
That'll be good.
Yeah, we have a cast of characters, and then of course Gordon will come in and tell us that none of us know what the hell we're talking about.
Deal.
There you go.
I will take whatever role you tell me to take.
Oh, thank you. Well, as he stuffs another 3 pieces.
Right,
pizza
exactly.
Can you
From
drink-
where? Where is pizza from?
BC Pizza.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Local establishment.
We can't. I don't want to talk
I
about
don't-
the VIP party because like a lot of listeners now.
I don't drink. No.
Always. I didn't think so with all your medical problems. That's too bad.
My
So-
wife will make up for me. She's excited for this. She's
Is she all good?
like, this is gonna be the greatest party ever. I'm like,
It
don't-
is.
yeah,
It's a great party, and we highly encourage anybody to come down to the race site because if you haven't seen the start of
That's
the
what
race,
I'm looking forward to.
you will never forget it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right. So I want to thank everybody at TVC Airport for sponsoring this program. I will be back on the air on Q100 Michigan at 2 o'clock today for JC's Friday Free For All. Make sure you listen to Friday Face Off at 9 o'clock here on Saturdays and Sundays. Or you can hear it if you're an early riser and you're headed to the golf course. You can hear it at 7 a.m. on Q100 Michigan on Saturday and Sunday. And we look forward to talking to each and every one of you canoe lovers on Q100 Michigan tomorrow at 6 p.m.